couple requests to do a video on how to sample on the machine, and it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward on the machine. There's things out there that are harder to sample on, but it's pretty easy on here nowadays. So first you want to open up your machine. Right here in the left upper end corner it says disk. You're going to click on disk, and after you already sampled your samples, if you found it on the internet, downloaded it, or recorded it from vinyl, and saved it on your computer somewhere, that's you click in the disk and it shows all your computer files. So you just locate wherever you put it. I just put this one on the desktop. Click it. You can either drag it to the sound bank basically you want it on, or you can just double click it and it'll go here to sound 1. And once you do that, normally I click sampler, I change the polyphony to 1. So you see, you just click the sampler tab, change polyphony to 1. I click here. I'll just go through everything. You click this little tab right here, and I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it says pitch gate. I click pitch and gate, and over here where it says type one shot, I change it to ADSR, so that when you hit the sample, it only plays when you hold it. Because it'll get irritating if you're trying to chop it up and stuff and it just keeps going. You can change that afterwards though. So after that, I'm going to go over here to the machine, because that's where I usually do it. You can do it all on here though. If you want to edit it on the computer and you're not using the machine, right here on the left you'll see these 3 little tabs. One has like a little piano keyboard, then one under it has a little wave form. If you click that waveform, it pulls up your sample. And when it pulls up your sample, there's these tabs that say record, edit, slice, and map. For editing, this is where you can find the part you want to truncate it or not. So if you wanted that part at the beginning, you can grab this tab right here and move it back and forth to get the part you want. And then you can truncate, but usually I use it on the machine. This is the slice, so it already auto slices it, chops up. But we're going to jump to the machine and show you how I do it on there. Alright, after you've loaded your sample to a pad, you loaded it to the pad, you can press sample, which is right here, this button right here. It's going to say edit. Let me take this off. It's going to say edit, slice, and map. Edit, you'll have the start of the sample and the ending of the sample. So the start and the end of the sample. This knob here, the first knob under the second screen, is to zoom in and to zoom out of your sample. The second knob under the second screen is to move along the sample, and third and fourth usually don't do anything. But what I do here is you can zoom in and out. And if you don't like looking there, you can turn the knobs on the machine and you'll see it affect on the screen, so you can see it, a lot better, more precise. But if you let's say we hit the pad, we can adjust the beginning of the sample by just turning the start knob. And you can see that on the screen. You'll see the first white bar move when I move the start knob of the sample. And the end knob, which is this one right next to it, this one here, you'll see the end of the sample moving. So now you can basically play it and you find what you want. So either you can go through your sample and choose individual little things you want to use, and then or you can find loops that you can loop. So you can find a loop. And you just keep adjusting it. And this is 1.7.2. I have the newest update, but I just haven't put it on this computer. I put it on my other computer and my laptop. I just haven't gotten around to doing it on this one. But on the new update, there's a line that goes across, so you can actually see where the play is at, the playhead is at when it's moving across, so you can see it better and actually figure out where you're at on this sample instead of trying to listen. So if that's okay for now, just for demonstrational purposes, but after you get your start and end where you want it, right here it says audio. If you press audio, it says truncate, and truncate will delete all the stuff that's in the white. So if you want to delete everything else out, you just press truncate, and now that's deleted. So now you have just your loop that you just basically cut out. So now just that's there. So after you find your loop, you can click slice, and as you can see, it'll chop it up when you hit slice. And then split is what you're probably normally going to use most of the time, is on split. So you just change this knob to go to those 3 different settings. Split, you can choose the amount of pads basically. So it says it chops it into 16 pieces, 16 different slices, 16 pads. If I turn it down, you'll see the pads go off. So that's 8, and then that's 4. So if you have only 4, or all 16. So that's how you get your chops on your pad. Just slice it. And the better your loop is, the easier your flow. So it's like if you chop a loop up in a perfect set, like a perfect 4-bar loop or a perfect 8-bar loop, whatever your loop is, it'll flow easier, so you can just continue to hit and take stuff in and out, whatever. And but after that, you just hit apply, and it'll apply it to your bank, whatever bank you want to apply it to. Like if I go back, SK. So click apply to, and then you can choose what bank you want to apply it to. So I can pick B instead. But when you just hit apply, it'll apply it to the bank you already, it's on. So pretty much that's how you do the sample. You just gotta figure whatever you want to do out. But that's pretty much it. Alrighty. If you want any videos, just go ahead and send me a message or a comment, and I'll go ahead and knock one out for you. So, peace out.